History has shown that if we honor the Lord with our lives and even with our lifestyles, that he will pour out his spirit on all flesh, that he will visit us. The Bible is clear. If you will draw nigh unto me, then I will draw nigh unto you. And I believe that the way that we draw nigh unto the Lord is when we begin to hear his heart and align with him. Because what we have to remember is that God seeks to do great things in the earth. He wants revival even more than we do. He wants awakening even more than we do. But the thing about God is that he must have people in the earth who is willing to partner with him and to share his heart. And as we share his heart and enter into that partnership with him, we're able to live like he wants us to live, to be the trumpet, to blow the trumpet in Zion. It's then that God will command the blessing. He will pour out his spirit on all flesh, and he will cause the church to flourish like it never has before. I believe that as America, it is worth paying attention to that we are in a battle over the very same issues in our day that caused the very nation of Sodom and Gomorrah to be destroyed. The issue of the unborn being murdered and sacrificed on the altars of convenience, and the homosexual agenda that seeks to redefine what God has called marriage. When God got ready to describe his relationship with man, he described it as a marriage. He described the church as being his bride. So literally, when we began to try and redefine the covenant of marriage, it goes to the very core of God's love for us, because he compared the love he has for us as a marriage between God being the husband and the church being the bride. And so God is passionate about that issue. He's passionate about the unborn, because literally when we kill innocent babies in the womb, what we are literally doing is destroying the very image of God. Because the Bible is clear. God has said, before you were created in your mother's womb, I knew you and I had relationship with you. And so when we begin to destroy that God has created, it creates injustice, and it creates a blood guilt in the nation. Therefore, unless we repent of the blood guilt that's on this nation, we will never be able to see the great awakenings that we're looking for, because the blood of the unborn is crying out to the Lord, demanding justice. And so as a nation, we have got to return to the Lord and return to his ways. Most of us, we love the Lord and we love church, but all of us don't love his ways. And it's loving his ways that causes the outpouring to come to our nation. It's not loving church, it's not loving religion, but it's loving the ways of the Lord. It's wanting to go with him and partner with him and do what he says to do, to say what he says. I think it's important to understand that when you look at Jesus and when he began to explain his relationship with the Father, notice what his mission was in the earth. He said, I only do what I see my Father doing, and I only say what I hear my Father saying. That has got to be the commission of the church in this hour, that we will begin to do what the Father is doing, and we will begin to say what the Father is saying. And when we're able to do that, it's then that we'll see awakening and revival come to our land.